Chapter title still in progress.
Okay.
So, Karlyn, you just experienced another major moment in your own journey, in your business journey, and your life journey, and you were able to travel to Miami to showcase your designs on the fashion runway. Let's talk about it. What brought you to Miami?
I wanted to do a major fashion show, something that was outside of Cleveland, and I was trying to think about how I could put together a cohesive collection. Last year, I was on a cruise, and I started to kind of develop this collection based on like the different places that we stopped on the cruise. And the collection just grew and grew. And like I said, I wanted to do a bigger show. So I was like, okay, I feel like swimwear is a great way for me to break into that because swimwear doesn't take as much time and effort as some of the other pieces. And I was like, okay, I feel like I could really showcase this at like Miami Swim Week, which is, you know, it's like New York Fashion Week, but for Miami and swim. So I decided that I wanted to do it, and I started trying to getting in touch with different agencies and figuring out like how I could like actually make this production happen. Um, and then I went ahead, I made my vision board over here, and I put that in front of me, and then like a few days after I made that vision board and put it up, like I got a call saying like, hey, like would you like to be a part of our Miami Swim Week show? And yeah, that's how that all came to be.
Cool, cool. You're there, you're at Miami. How did it feel during the process from booking the show, to catching the flight, to completing the designs, shipping the items, getting the models, the stage, all of, and then seeing your work all on the runway? How did that process feel? Slash, what was that like for you?
Honestly, I was very proud of myself like throughout the whole process because I've never had, this is like the biggest project that I've ever done. And when I say project, I mean from the designing all the way up to the aftermath of the show. And like I said, biggest project I've ever done, and I was very structured, very strategic with it. Like I said, the collection was already in the works for about a year, so I already knew kind of like what I wanted to do, but I wanted to be able to like showcase as many pieces as possible. So that meant like adding accessories into it, like hats and bags and things like that, cover-ups and things like that. Now, as far as the models go, that's like the beauty of working with an agency, is that they actually cast the models and they provide them for you. So like that was great. I actually partnered up with Vanessa Vanessa Moses, and Vanessa Aaron is her Instagram name, but she's a seamstress. I mean, she's multifaceted, but she's a seamstress as well. And she put all the lining into everything for me, which was great because when I was trying to do it, like just crochet the lining in, it was so much more time consuming. So this was my first time like actually like outsourcing any of my work, which felt really good. It was expensive, but it felt good to be able to like produce and focus on what I need to focus on and not have to worry about that part of it, just have someone else do that. Now that I'm back, I feel like this is something that I want to know how to navigate even better next time. And that's all the way from like not just the show, but all the way from the prep and the designing and things like that. Sorry, I lost my train of thought.
That's all right. What does it mean now that you're back? Is that the finish of that answer?
But yeah, I mean, there's still work to be done. No, so that's not the end of an answer. Yeah, there's still work to be done with everything, because it's like, I thought that was gonna be like the finale, like after the show, that was gonna be the finale, but no, like now there's orders, like now there's like people reaching out for me to do other shows. There's people reaching out, like magazines reaching out that want me to be in their magazines. Yeah. So it's like, there's still like a lot of work that is being done because of that. Like even my Instagram following has gotten like so like increased. So like I wanted to like refresh my website to make sure that that's like as user friendly as possible. And just make sure that I have like materials on hand as I do have more orders coming in. So there's still a lot of work to be done, yes. Oh man. Like I said, like this was like something that I like thought about last year and I put on my vision board, and it's like, man, like I actually like made this happen. It definitely felt great to have my people in my corner down there helping me out. My mom was great. She came over like the 2 nights before and like really helped me with like more like the administration type of things, and like putting the bags together, like just having everything so we're like ready to go. We're not like, you know, scrambling with certain things. My best friend coming down and like assisting me with making sure like all the models were good and making sure that all the models had like everything, they had given everything back that we needed to get back. And then my boyfriend being down there and just being supportive and being watching over all of us and everything. So definitely made me feel grateful to like just have a team, and also made me realize that I do actually want to start building a team. I would tell her like, bro, you can do literally anything. Like, and I feel like everything that I've said that I'm gonna do so far, it's like I've done it, you know. And then everything that I, you know, haven't quite gotten there yet, it's like, okay, well, I'm on the way to getting there. And I like, again, the evidence portfolio is so big for me. I've solidified that I can do what it is that I want to do. And like, it's not gonna be right away. It's gonna take some time. Like, it's gonna take a lot of effort and work. But it's like I can literally do anything that I want to do. Like, I've done it all that I like. So yeah. I hope that she never forgets to just be in touch with like the inner child part of it, and then just the having fun and the play of it all. Because, you know, at the end of the day, it is business, you know, but it comes from a creative place, you know, so I don't want to get too wrapped up in the business side of things, to where I lose the creativity and or she loses the creativity and the passion. So just staying like tapped in with the inner child, and just being creative, like, yeah. I would say people from like high school and middle school, like reaching out and saying like, hey, like I remember you crocheting in class, and I remember you like being super creative in school, and look at you now, you know. And like that feels really good. Like I don't like talk to a whole lot of people from high school still, but when they reach out and say things like that, it's like, yeah, it's like, man, I really was like just in like class. I'd finish my work, like I was pretty smart in school, you know, so I'd finish my work pretty fast, and I'd just be there crocheting, you know, in my free time. And now like it's blossomed so much, you know, from just being just that little hobby in high school. So yeah.
What would you say to anyone building something from nothing?
Like you literally have to keep going. Like I know it probably sounds so generic and cliche, but you have to keep going. And if you want it that bad, like you have to get it by any means necessary. And then also, I feel like, you know, I've always heard growing up that, you know, most entrepreneurs fail within the first year. I don't think that's true. I think most entrepreneurs give up within the first year. You know, you can't put all your eggs in one basket. Like, you know, I'm still working a regular job, like while I'm building this, you know. For me to put everything into this, like put all my eggs in one basket with this, and it's like I'm still building it, doesn't make a whole lot of sense for me. In a year or two, I do think that'll make sense, but it's like I've had to work so hard to get to that point, you know. But yeah, like don't think it's not gonna happen overnight. It's literally not. And it's time, effort, discipline, like all that good stuff. But you have to keep going. Yeah.